Yo, 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 what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Big Bro, Little Bro. I'm comedian Lonnie.
And I am the Flash.
How you doing today, black man?
Hey, man, I am striving and surviving.
Striving and surviving.
Yeah.
How was your weekend?
Well, it was cool, man. I didn't do too much, man. Just chilled out. Slept a little bit. I don't know, man. I've been sleeping.
I mean, hey, you got to catch up on some rest sometimes.
I know.
You got to catch up on some rest sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? I was trying to go to the hospital.
How our boy doing?
Man, Ches is, he's doing better. He's doing a whole lot better, you know. He's pushing. He's making a lot of progress.
Okay.
You know, I still haven't spoke to him. Still haven't saw him.
Is he up though, or still?
Like his eyes are open.
Okay, but he's not able to communicate or anything yet. Okay.
They said he moved his left side the other day.
Okay, that's a good sign, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, prayers up for that man.
Yeah. They said by the end of next month he'll be in the rehab spot. Rehabbing, you know what I'm saying? Trying to know how to talk and walk and do everything all over again.
Man, I know that got to be hard. I know that's gonna be hard.
It's been really difficult for me not to be able to talk to my best friend for No, I talk to E every day, but I ain't got a chance to talk to Ches.
That's your partner.
I ain't been able to talk to him. Somebody I've talked to every day for the last 8 years, for real. We've been knowing each other like 25, but every day we talk to each other every day.
Mm-hmm.
Then not being able to say nothing to him. He done missed Super Bowl, All-Star Weekend. And this nigga loves sports like me.
Mm-hmm.
He a delusional sports fan, but
he got a lot to catch up on.
He got a lot to catch up on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
All-Star game, all of that stuff.
His mama called me and said, man, we praying for you. And I know it's hard for you as well. So we gonna just keep you lifted, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it made my day feel a little better.
That's good. That's good. Man, prayers up to him.
On my weekend, I'm like, damn, man. I'm calling nigga Ches, see what Ches doing. But you know.
Yep.
Anyway.
Soon.
Hey, how your weekend? How you feeling?
It was
I know you're working on a lot of projects.
Man, it was. So last week filmed a new series. Series went good. And then the weekend hit. It was a very emotional weekend for me. Super emotional. Just like some of my friendships, just realizing them and just how they was moving and just things like that. It's like, what's really going on here? You know, when you kind of just gotta. It was one of those things where I'm learning to accept people for who they are. Mm-hmm. I really struggle with that a lot. I always think that people gonna have their best intentions or that they're gonna treat situations how I would treat situations. Mm-hmm. And that's not always the case. Now you can tell somebody how you want to be treated. You can try to teach them, but at the end of the day, people are still gonna be who they're gonna be.
You can't tell somebody how they should treat you if they. I can't tell you how you should make me feel. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I only can go off how you make me feel.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I had went to Decula, Georgia to shoot a movie on Saturday. And on this drive, it's like an hour away. Super far. And on this drive, I'm just
shit really longer than that, but go ahead.
I'm just out of it. I feel like I ain't even have enough battery charge in my car. I was like, man, I ain't gonna make it out here. This is a road trip. But so it's, you know how you got one of them homeboys who as soon as they get a girl, they start doing the most. Oh, and they start forgetting the mission. That's kind of how the start of all this was. Now, I'm not saying that my homeboys can't find love and all that. It's just how my homeboys move when they find it. Now,
hey, trust me. Hey, let me tell you something. I've been experiencing the same thing. In my friendships with my homeboys, they do the same thing. It's they find love, they get real different. I told y'all, guys get different when they find love.
Man.
Women stay the same.
Bruh, you talk about the switch up?
Because know what though? Because guys unconsciously think that they have to prove themselves to the woman that they with for her to be what she need to be. Mm-hmm. So
I see that.
That brings today's topic.
Hey, hit him with it.
The art of the manipulation.
The art of the manipulation. So I've been like battling with that.
Okay.
Homeboy act a little different. Now this is where I like. To me, if we homeboy, if we like partners, like this my nigga, like this my man's $100,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? I take these relationships very serious, right? So the first, it kind of started off, he had kept a girl from me, right? Now I'm like, okay.
He didn't want to let nobody know.
Yeah, he didn't want to let nobody know. Cause being scarred in the past, I understand that. Mm-hmm. But my thing is, if we partners and we kick it a lot, we always talk like for the longest, like if I would FaceTime, he would be kicking it with her, but I would just hear her voice. He'd be like, "Oh, yo, she in the car." Like, just letting you know. Okay, all right.
Like Kevin Hart said,
"Hey,
man, I'm hungry anymore."
Hey, what's the weather outside? So that kind of happened, and I'm like, all right, so cool. You want to keep her a little separate. So I'm like, my first instinct when they first started talking was, I was just gonna pop up on this thing, like, nah, because you acting weird, and I'm not liking it. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna respect it. I'm gonna respect your little boundary, and I'm gonna stay over here.
Did you say you respected little boundaries?
Nah, I didn't.
You did it, bro.
I ain't shit. My bad.
You did
my
it.
fault. I did what these women do. My bad. My bad. I'm gonna respect his boundary, and so I didn't say that. Next thing you know, we hosting a game night.
I
was like, nigga, you French?
Like,
who's we?
Who's the nigga on that nap?
And then what got me a little tight was, so he had reached out to me, told me about the game night, and then he had reached out to a little friend of mine, right? We'll just keep it at that. A little friend of mine. So before I even get to confirm the game night,
your friend called.
My friend hit me like,
we going to the game night. You was like this. How you not want to go?
That's what I'm saying.
How you not want to go?
And I'm like, bruh, like.
Hey, and then it's like now you feel obligated because.
Yeah. So I'm just like, okay,
so all of this habitual boundary stepping.
It's some habitual line stepping.
Yeah.
Niggas just hopping over my fence. I'm like, what the? All right, okay, cool. We going to game night. All right, cool. Show up to game night. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm very like intentional about separating work and like personal. Just because I've always had them together for so long, and like I have to separate them so that I can understand that these need to exist in different spaces.
These are my work friends, or these are my real friends.
Now, I have work friends and real friends, and they mix for sure. But after we got done filming, we go to the game night. My partner ain't nowhere to be found. This nigga's gone. Like where's this nigga at? So we round waiting. He told us get there 6:37. We there. And this nigga, he like, oh, running some errands, yada, yada, yada. Then some other people walk in the game night. And I'm like, I ain't know this was like an open party like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't know that this was like this kind of function. So I'm like feeling like I wasn't properly informed about the game night, right?
he didn't get heads up.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like, I'm like in my feelings, and I know I'm in my feelings because I'm like, the girl that I'm with, or my friend, whatever, I'm like, she just like, what's wrong? I'm like, where is this nigga? Where is he at? Because me and him need to talk immediately.
We need to have a conversation.
Immediately. All right, so he finally get there. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. And I'm just like, all right, let me just chill because I might be overreacting. So on my drive to the cooler the next morning, I'm sorry. Let me reverse a little bit. So that happens, right? Me and my feelings get home. I got to be up at 9 a.m. to film this movie. So it's already 12.
So you got to be at 9.
Yes. Women and wine is like the worst combination ever. I don't know what it is in wine, but like
You remember they had the sip and see the old lady doing the thing to the dude.
Man,
Hey, well, liquor don't get him over the hump. Wine do.
bruh, they get so talkative in their feelings and want to talk about a bunch of stuff. So then we start talking about the state of us, right?
What are we doing? Wow.
Bruh, when I tell you the entire the conversation started in the car. Went to the house, went to the shower, went to the bed. I gotta be up at 9 a.m. I am not a morning person. When I plan everything I plan and shoot has to be after like 10 o'clock. I can't do anything before 10 o'clock. My body just it just hurts. So I'm like, cool. You want to have this conversation? 2 hours go by. It's now 2 a.m. Ooh. Now I'm like, I have to go to bed. I'm sleeping. No, don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep. Now she want to have sex. I'm like, you wasted 2 hours. We could have been doing this. Now it just start off with like, oh, let me just, you can just lay there. Let me just get a little head. I'm like, all right, cool. And I let it be known. All I'm doing is laying here. I'm not about to put no work in. I'm not getting up. So don't ask because I am tired. Do what you need to do. Have fun. This is for you, not me. Then what happened? Oh, I want to have sex now. I told you I was not doing this. Please. Now my boundaries being overstepped. And you trying to manipulate me. Now the soft kisses come in and all that stuff, right? So I'm like, all right, dog, cool. I'm not getting up. Just get on top. Do what you got to do. Go crazy. She get on top, do whatever she got to do. Then it's like, you think you can like get up and get it from behind? I got to be up at 9 a.m. It's now like 2:30. I'm tired as hell and I'm mad. So that happens, right? Whole drive, I'm like, I'm cussing everybody out in my head. My homeboy getting cussed out. She getting cussed out. Like, I'm just tight. But I ain't got nobody to talk to because it's early in the morning. Ain't nobody up yet.
So last question. So did you let the car drive itself?
A little bit of the way because there was a little bit of traffic. However, I was like, and then I finally talked to my sister. And I was like, am I tripping? She was just like, yeah, you a little emotional about it, which is understandable. But you ain't letting your homeboy just be a homeboy. You're not accepting him for who he is. You know he always do this. You know that. Like, we have this conversation all the time. You know this. So why are you upset? And then she broke it down for me, and I was like, okay, all right. So I was able to calm down a little bit. Then I'm still dealing with the other situation because I'm like, you disrespected me. I told you no. I told you no, and you kept going. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, man. I'm just like kind of like in my feelings the whole day, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm taking the whole weekend to myself. And then I had worked through the emotions and all this other stuff, so that happened. Mm-hmm. Then Sunday, kick it with my friend. We decided to do shrooms, right? So now shrooms is a very emotional thing. It's a very emotional experience. So we're watching Euphoria. I don't know. Have you seen Euphoria?
Yeah, it's a little weird. Man.
It's like hyper extreme and like very emotion driven show. It's not really a lot. There's plots and storyline, whatever. So I'm watching this and like I'm really resonating with it. It's the greatest piece of art that has been made to date to me. And then, but in it, I was able to let my ex go. Watching that, I was like, that's it. Like, it was like, you know, that last straw before you like fully done with somebody. It was snipped. And I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Like, the bond has been broken. It is like, I can finally and officially move forward knowing that I am fully over this person and the situation in which we encountered. Mm-hmm. So, very emotional weekend. But emotional for with a good result, a good outcome came out of it. I was able to walk through a lot of things. However, getting back to our topic of manipulation, I felt like I was very much manipulated this weekend. I felt like I was manipulated to the utmost extent, and I was like,
So tell me about the manipulation.
It's just like manipulation ain't nothing but just like getting somebody to like. It's like you got a line of fences and then you got a pole in the middle where you plant fences, and then you got to like change your fence to accommodate this pole. That's what manipulation feels like to me. Like you got to make a minor adjustment for something that is your space and your land to accommodate the city or the people or whatever the case may be. That's how I kind of see manipulation in this instance.
Okay.
But it don't ever feel good to get manipulated.
No, it does not.
Especially when you know you're getting manipulated. That's the part that like really will fuck you up. Cause you'll be like, you'll say it. You'll be like, I'm getting manipulated right now.
This motherfucker tricking me.
And you be like,
did it make you feel bad for you catching on that they tricking you?
yeah. And then women are really good at manipulating because women use sex a lot, is what I found, to manipulate.
Or feelings.
Yeah, yeah.
Because what they do is say, "Oh, you don't care about my feelings."
That's a good point.
Or they say things like, "Oh, you don't miss me, so why I ain't seen you?" Mm-hmm. Even though you need some you time, she will make you feel like she deserves that time that you allotted for yourself.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you don't care about me.
Yeah, you don't care about me because you're not aggressively seeking ways to pander and to pedestalize me. Well, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm. The pandering and pedalization.
Yeah. Cause I mean, niggas do it too. Niggas be like, man, you know, I was your homeboy when you ain't had nothing. Remember when you were broke, nigga? You know, I used to make sure you had and blah, 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 blah. And you gonna choose her over me? Mm-hmm. That's manipulation too.
Yep. And we all, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I never have manipulated anybody. I'm pretty sure I have multiple times. We all do it. But it's crazy when you are on the receiving end of, like when you're getting manipulated. That shit will drive me crazy. That shit drives me crazy.
Or like, oh, you know he ain't got no money, so you got to do it for him. No, he got a pocket full of money. The art of manipulation, man. Women do it. Women use it. I mean, people use it a lot. Let me not say women. Like Instagram is the art of manipulation.
I can see what we'll break that down. Why you say that?
Just like women be like this. All I do for these dudes and keep getting played. So when guys see that, guys automatically want to put that cape on and be like, hey, you don't gotta do none of that for me. Let me do for you. So she pour her energy into something else, and you're pouring your energy into her, but you ain't getting no energy back. Because she is now exhausted. Just like when you meet a woman who, you know, or you meet a person, not even a woman. You meet a person like say if you meet a person that cook for their family. When they get around you, they don't want to cook. Then they'll tell you, I don't want to cook because I already cook for my family. So when I'm with you, everything's supposed to be on you. And not I'm supposed to be on the receiving end. Manipulation is just a person saying that, hey, I should be on the receiving end of all the goodness that I've done for you. You get what I'm saying? That makes sense? Y'all get what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, so, you know, it's a lot that go on. Because if you can't love me right, I need to move on and go find somebody. You're right.
Man, you know the worst type of manipulation that I hate?
What?
I hate when women use this. Oh, you know how many niggas I could be fucking with that want to fuck with me, and I be curving them for you. If that's what you want to do,
my whole thing is this.
Go ahead and do it.
If you have better opportunities, why are you here?
Because you don't actually have the better opportunities you speak of.
Yeah. Because you know the outcome of those. And it's like everything in life is about the lesser two evils. What are you going to get the most out of? Everybody feels like this about life. What are you going to get the most out of by doing the least?
Yep. Yep.
Especially when it comes to relationships. Men do it too. What girl I can talk to, I don't gotta do the most. I can do the least for.
Man.
But a lot of women prefer the guy who does the least and they do the most because they like to use that story. They like to use that narrative of I carried the relationship.
I did all of this. I did all of this.
Because the biggest manipulators are the other relationship carriers. They the one that funded the relationship, carried the relationship, emotionally was available in the relationship. So now they feel like when they getting something new, they should do the least. They want you to do the most because of all the work they did with someone else.
Yep.
And with Crowder, you be like, you see, I work hard for them. Don't nobody love me. Then you see the sadness. You be like, hey man, I can go in there and make her a better woman, or for women, I can make him a better guy.
Yep. I said, man, women love a DIY project. They love that.
Do it yourself.
They love it. They love to find a fixer upper. They love that. I'd be like,
but men do too.
Oh yeah, I was guilty of that.
We love a I call him a dirty butt.
Man,
we love to dress somebody up and pedestalize somebody and make them feel like they're a star.
Bruh, tell me about it.
And once they feel like they can do better than you, they'll give you their ass to kiss.
Yep. Boy, I'm the captain of the Captain Save a Whole tribe. I'm telling you. And when it come to saving them, boy, got the best suit. I got the upgraded suit. Nanotechnology and everything. Oh, boy.
Hey man, do it be weird when you see your some of your exes get married or get engaged to a clown, and they be over there so happy.
I've only had one ex get married or engaged and married.
Yeah, I got a girl that I was cool with. She's not an ex. Girl I was cool with. You know what I'm saying? We hung out a couple times. Nothing serious. I was real tight with her. You know, she just recently got engaged to that nigga who taking care of her because she spent years taking care of somebody. And when she broke, and then when they got divorced, the other niggas that she met was trying to take care of her. But here's the thing about women, right? Especially the ones who getting taken care of, who come out of relationships, who come out of those weird long-term relationships. When they go get a new nigga, they act so different. Like
it's a whole 180, huh?
Yeah, they be acting like me and my man. Oh, I'm my man this weekend.
Yeah. They like gotta overdo everything.
Yeah, and you like this, girl. That nigga goofy and you goofy too.
Both of y'all together.
Both of y'all some goofballs.
The goof troop.
Know what I'm saying? Both of y'all Disney Network. Know what I'm saying? So it's like you ain't got to put on for the sick, baby. You ain't got to put on like you doing too much. Cause basically you trying to fake it till you make it. Dude, have you watched the thing on Netflix called Inventing Anna?
I'd have seen it when you had it in the shop. That was the only time I seen it.
You know what though? She's the perfect example of manipulation.
So she's the woman version of the Tinder swindler, right?
Yeah. White girl from Russia come over to the States, right? And she put on like she put on. Like she know what time it is. She be around class like she been around class, and that's how you know. All you gotta do is get around it, and people will put you in the circle. So, little mama meet one dude. He trying to do it. He trying to do tech, and she got the mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? And she keep telling me, "Oh, no, I'm saying I'm gonna put some money in. I'm gonna put some money in." This dude spent all this dude spent all his money. He exhausted all his money
on her.
Then she go to the next person. Go to the next person. Go to friends, and then, you know, like she look like money, so people want to be around her. So she meet a girl She look like money. She want to get around a girl. She go to out of town, out of country, to another country or whatever. The girl over there, she said her money ain't together. Her credit card all maxed out. The girl get her credit card.
Mm-hmm. Go crazy.
She maxed all that out. And she's like, oh, she spent like $60,000 on this girl credit card.
Damn. And so she was taking advantage of men and women.
Yeah, but only paid her back $5,000. And every time she called her, she'll say something like, oh, it's working right now. Or the money coming right now. Or there's something wrong with the bank. Or it'll be there tomorrow. I mean, I've been through that. But I digress. Money ain't came yet. I digress.
Money ain't even been sent.
Money ain't came yet. Shout out all on the wood at the basketball games, football games, soccer games.
Living it up.
Living it up. Then call me tomorrow, work for you. Whoa, Joe. Manipulation.
Finest.
So anyway, long story short, they said Anna asked to jail. Anna only did like a year. Anna back outside.
Did like Tender
Swindler. Tender Swindler say he want $20K.
An appearance. Right?
Appearance. $20K appearance. Just to show up.
Hey man, pay that man his money.
Hey, but know what I'm saying? But honestly, man, we being funny, but the thing about manipulation is like matters of the heart. Mm-hmm. People try to tug at your heartstrings. And a lot of times we get manipulated because we feel sorry for people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We definitely do.
We feel sorry for that guy that you try to put on. And I feel sorry like in a pity. It feels sorry like I'm fortunate to have more than they have. Mm-hmm. So let me help out. Mm-hmm. Because good Samaritans always just want to help. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times in your help, you get hurt.
That's what a good Samaritan is, right? That's what society says. Mm-hmm. Is a person that helps your fellow brother or sister.
But you end up getting hurt. But in your hurt, you're saying, well, I had to give, so God gonna give me more because somebody hurt me. Mm-hmm.
And I usually whenever there's manipulation involved, I always kind of think of it like, what does this cost me? Or like, I try to be as genuine about it as possible. Like if I'm feeling it in the moment, or this doesn't hurt me any, or it doesn't inconvenience me, or it's not like a thing of it doesn't put me in a compromised position, then I'm like, okay, cool. That's how I kind of like got to ask myself those things. Like, what does this cost you? So sometimes it takes me a while to kind of process through things. Like, how do you really feel about this? Like, are you going to be super mad about that? The fact that you did this, that you lent this person some money, or you, whatever the case may be, or are you going to be able to like, basically, can I sleep at night? Okay. Like, or is this going to affect me in any way? That's how I kind of look at it. Or like deciding if I'm
But a lot of times when it comes to manipulation, well, what happens is we'll be like, well, I'm just trying to do good. I'm just trying to do what God said. I'm just trying to, what would Jesus do? Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I hate those type of manipulators.
Yeah. Because a lot of people out here with kids manipulate the partner. Mm-hmm. They manipulate the husband that had this baby. And now the husband got to take care of this baby. Because if he don't take care of the baby, he an asshole. But he do take care of the baby. Oh, he do what he's supposed to do. But regardless of your emotion, if someone did something to you, you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like a lot of times, people don't like the fact that they do something to you, and now you're upset about it. That's why I say I don't care. I don't like the word when people talk about their feelings. Mm-hmm. Tell me one specific thing I did to you. You know what I'm saying? That made you feel this way. Mm-hmm. And are you still standing on that?
Yep.
Because I don't want to feel like I'm manipulating you for being around. Because you still standing on that hurt. Mm-hmm. If you still standing on the hurt, I advise you go get some help and let it go. Mm-hmm. Just like, manipulation, another thing is when you meet women and, she ain't your type. Mm-hmm. And they'll tell you that you're shallow for her not being your type.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey,
You're shallow for her not being your type.
I'll be that.
So they'll manipulate you to feel like you should be the bigger person.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 As I was up in my 2 a.m. in the morning conversation, being manipulated, a topic that kept being brought up was, I just feel like you don't care, right? And I'm sitting here like, yeah, I do care, but I'm not about to care very much. But I'm not about to do the most. I'm not about to go above and beyond. And then she says, why? And I'm like, look at your last nigga. He cared about you too much. And what happened? She ain't had nothing to say.
Yeah, because he was too caring.
Yeah.
It's like the Three Bears. It's too hot, too cold, just right.
Mm-hmm. And they're no longer together. You didn't like him. That man cried all in front of you, did it the most to get you to stay. And where are you at? Not there anymore.
Over here with me, ask me why I don't care.
And it just clicked. It was just like, wow.
And here's the kicker. Like I tell you all the time, they want us to act like them, but to be in our space. Mm-hmm. You like me for my confidence. Mm-hmm. You like him because he didn't have confidence. Mm-hmm. But you want me to be passive like him. Mm-hmm. But you hate the fact that he was passive. Mm-hmm. You want me to be passive and confident. A man's man, but feminine.
Mm-hmm. You want all these contradicting things.
Yes, because you had that, and then you had this. There's no happy medium when it comes to that.
It's not.
As I'm gonna be, it's either I'm gonna be the man that I am.
Mm-hmm. And you're gonna allow me to be that?
No, not allow, because I am who I am. Mm-hmm. Or you can go back to what you used to. Because the problem is, what happens is when they can't get their way with you, they go back, they manipulate the other situation to go back to the situation to be down and for them to feel like they're up. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. I'm still like, my head is on a swivel. Like, I'm just like, no, I'm still paying attention to all this. I'm not. And when I seen my homeboy doing the most for this girl this weekend,
Remind you of yourself.
It did. And then it was just like, you cannot be like this. You cannot do this.
It looked disgusting, didn't it?
Man, because it's so much stuff that you like let go, or you like forget about, or you don't consider. It'd be like, just even, let's just say for some pack of red flags that maybe is a bigger red flag for you, but you're not paying attention to because you so head ass, I call it. But you so in love, or you so.
But you know what though? You don't be in love, because love is an action. You don't be in love. The problem is, honestly, what it is you want it to be your way with someone else. Goes back to the beginning where I was telling you about, you can't tell them about how to treat you. Mm-hmm. I mean, you could tell them how to treat you, but you can't expect them to treat you how you want them to treat you. Mm-hmm. You just got to understand who they are.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like being in relationships, you got to understand who she is.
Yeah, you got to.
In the beginning, if she not calling you saying, hey, I cooked some dinner, about to drop it off. I know you working. I know you're there writing. Mm-hmm. You can't expect her to do that when y'all make it official or when y'all get married. It's not going to work, because that's not who she is. That's who she's trying to be. So it's always going to be uncomfortable for her to try to be that person. Mm. And therefore, it's always going to be hard for you, because you're like, hey, I need this type of person. Mm-hmm. But I chose you because I thought you could be the type of person. Mm-hmm. We got to stop thinking a person can be a way and understand who they are.
Yeah. I agree.
Like I said, you trick yourself off the street.
I agree.
Especially when it comes to like being with someone. You know what you like.
Yeah. And that's why I'm like so keen on consistency. Mm-hmm. I'm so keen on that, because I'm like, yeah, Yeah, everybody does this in the beginning. Everybody does the most, or they seem like the perfect, or they do this big talk. But like, you got to show me and consistently show me, because my worst fear is getting in something and then the switch up happen.
Yeah, then getting some shit you can't get out of.
Yep, that part.
Right, and check your ass can't cash. Because when you leave the situation, that's your fault because you left, and then you feel like, hey, if I had waited a little while longer, it probably would have changed. Because somebody gonna tell you that. Or if you had just did this a little differently, it would have changed. Or if you had just stayed down and loved her even more, she would have finally did the basis of what you wanted her to do. Or somebody gonna tell you, well, if you knew she wasn't doing the basis, why you even talk to her? And that's the one I like. Because that's when you was trying to get somebody a chance. That's why you say you can't get nobody no chance. You got to catch somebody who are what they are. Like-minded people. Like, we love sports, right? If my team needs a quarterback, I cannot draft a linebacker that can throw.
It's not going to work.
You got to get a quarterbacker. You got to get a quarterback like a Taysom Hill who can do a whole bunch of things when need to be done.
Yep. You're right.
You get what I'm saying?
You're right.
And that's what we do, and that's what we do with people. When I say relationships, I ain't talking about just boyfriend and girlfriend romantically. I'm talking about emotionally, intimately, all of these relationships above.
I'm trying to build a winning franchise team over here.
Yeah.
I'm going for the chip.
Yeah. Everybody wants a chip in life. You can't get, like, I'm gonna be honest, you can't get a woman who feel like she's bigger than the team. And that's what's happening.
Yeah.
That's what's happening in this day and age.
Yeah.
Most of women feel like they're bigger than the team.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I think I've dated a lot of women who felt that way. They were bigger than the team.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they playing for the name on the back, not the name on the front.
Yep. I definitely have experienced that.
They feel like when they come in, their contribution is far more greater than everyone else's. Because they was around when you got hot. And they feel like, oh, the reason why you got hot is because I was around. In some cases, that's true. That's a part of manipulation. They'll remind you that before you got with them, you didn't have nothing. You weren't even that funny before you got with them.
Heard it all before. Yeah, you right.
You weren't doing all this stuff before you met me.
You was afraid to do that. You be like, what? Okay, so, right. But yeah, and you know what's another interesting thing? I also yesterday my godbrother popped up on me, and we had a good long discussion. He works now he works more like corporate America jobs, a corporate America job, and I found this interesting because we talk about this all the time, and we know the stats. You know, even the Godfather, he talk about this all the time as far as the numbers. But he was telling me like, when he's in the office place, like the difference in the white women he works with, the Asians, the Indians, and all this other stuff, and like how they look at relationships different. They get out of college, most of them get married right away, and they start building at 25. Now, this is a little off topic. I'm just sharing it because it was a very insightful thing. But he was just like, just imagine at 25, you got dual incomes. Y'all both in a position where y'all can buy a house.
But I told you that. Remember I told you that? I told you that when you was 18 years old. Well, I said, at 25, you need to be out the street. I told you that. And I learned that from looking at other people.
Yep.
Like, I'm a people watcher. And I listen. I watch Body Language, the book by Sigmund Freud, Body Language. I read it. I watch everything that goes on when I'm around people. And you're right. 2 incomes. Like I told JT the other day, I said the problem with the new generation is that y'all want what 40-year-olds got at 20.
I agree.
Y'all want the big ass house downtown, 5 cars, because this here has lied to your whole generation. It has manipulated your mind.
Yep.
It has told you that everything about money. It has told you that, you'll meet a girl on there and I got 2 kids and 2 baby daddies and I'm out here just shaking my ass on OnlyFans because these niggas is sorry. And you come in feeling sorry for her, trying to give her some structure, but she telling you that you got to get on her page. Be cool with her shaking her ass. You shouldn't expect sex from her. But the whole social media can see everything that you don't get to see. But you got to stay down with her and show her what type of dude you are for you to take on responsibility of everything she got going on. See how crazy that sounds?
You're right. Yeah, we are a microwave generation.
Yeah.
We want everything fast. We think everything just come fast. There ain't no work to it. We can just and start a business and it's just $1 million business tomorrow.
Yeah, because they see people on Instagram. Oh, I made $1 million last year. But it's not hard as to make $1 million.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the road to it. It's extremely hard. It's extremely hard.
You know how hard it is? So you have a meal.
Yeah. Shit, 100,000 is hard.
That's why only 9% of people in the world make over $100,000. 9.
Yep.
9.
And we be
we be acting like 90. It's 90%. Not 9.
We act like that shit can happen tomorrow.
We act like that's a drop in the bucket.
Man, I'm telling you.
Like I was telling a friend of mine, they was talking about people they know who make 100,000. Somebody they can't live off 100,000. I'm like, wait a minute. And other than the shop, me and JT, shout out to JT, this my man. Me and JT was in the shop, and we had read this thing, and the girl say, you can't live off 65,000. I said, you can't live off $65,000. I said, that's hard. I said, okay. I said, let's break it down. I said, I like numbers.
Let's do it.
I said, taxes, blah blah, give or take, probably say about 7,000, right? 7,000 insurance, tax off your check, whatever. But now you at 50.
Let's just say 10, just to be fair.
Let's say 10. Okay, so now you at 54,000. Your lodging home, because you make good money, so you got a house probably. So you're paying $1,000 a month for your house. Let's say 12. Now you at 44,000. Your car note. Now you at 36,000. Your car note probably $700. Now you about 35,000. Lodging, car note, everything, and food. Now you at another 30,000. Plus your bills,
cell phone, all that stuff.
That's another 10,000. So you roughly, I'm just saying, in the ballpark. So you're roughly going home, just cash wise, $17,000 after everything else is paid for. This is a single person.
Single person, no kids.
No kids.
Nothing.
Because our parents did it 65 with kids and 2 people. Even though the stuff is getting higher now, it's inflation. You know what I'm saying? So more than likely, it's probably about 70.
Yep.
If 2 people working, 35 and 35. That's pretty fair. But people don't like fair. Because they say that's normal. They want extraordinary. So now the Instagram, social media manipulates you to make you feel like your normal life isn't good enough.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Just like I saw another thing. They were saying that the average woman 30 years ago weighed 145, 50 pounds, give or take, something like that. Now she's at 170, 180.
All these hoes fat.
Dude, women weigh more than men.
All these hoes fat. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I ain't never seen this much stomach tucking in my life, dog. And then the crazy thing is, now I realized it. I was like, and then what do? Fashion does nothing but move to accommodate the fat. High-waisted jeans. And them damn leggings that everybody got pulled all the way up to underneath the titties. So they can tuck all that stomach in. As soon as you get it to the house, everything spill on the floor. bruh, I am disappointed in us as a society, man. I am like, wow. Everybody fat, everybody rich, broke. Everybody like, it's like, yo, we just doomed. We are doomed. I said it. Y'all fat.
Because TV done manipulated it.
And then we got, oh, you body shaming her. Man, shut up. We need to get back to it. We need to get back to body shaming. I think the best thing the Europeans have ever given us is their standard of beauty. That's the best thing that they've given us, and we just let that shit go.
European cut jeans and everything.
Man, everybody slim. I'm like, dog. Even when I go to the strip, I went to King of Diamonds, bro. They're fat in there. I'm like, this is your job. Your body is your investment. How you look this bad? How? How do you look this bad? Man. And then there was a post that I had seen. It was like, men always want to solve the problem, and women always complain about problems and they be venting. Men always want to. That's how plastic surgery and all this stuff got done. Because women complain about, oh, my titties don't sit up right. Niggas don't want to hear that. Because we think the titties is perfect. Oh, but okay, we can get some plastic surgery if you want. Now this plastic surgery shit is all off lipo, the lipo, the injections in the lips. I'm like, the filters, and I'm like, what?
Instead of just walking, eating healthy, and going to the gym.
Instead of just doing a little work. And I don't mean work like getting work done. I mean like, just take your big ass to the gym. Just walk.
Hey, they'll do more work. They'll do more work trying to sell flat tummy tea. They actually trying to make their tummy flat.
God.
And these guys ain't no better.
Man.
Hey, well, I'm tell you something. The worst thing in the world, when I be somewhere and I see all these guys with all these extra Gucci on, like, my thing with guys is these guys can't dress
at all.
And women, y'all need to see y'all need to tell old boy he can't dress, even though he a scammer. He paying for the meal. He got 15 chains on. Nigga, where's you going?
With them skinny ass jeans and his belly hanging out. Y'all niggas fat too.
Oh yeah, the belly and the little bit of that jeans.
Man, you see
with that small Burberry shirt. And them big ass shoes, them big ass clank. I wear size 12. So I can't even wear those shoes. They be this big. They be like,
oh, standing on fucking styrofoam, man. Man, it just looks bad. Like, I be like, man, and everybody like, I guess the fashion now is like little kids. It's like to dress like a badass 3-year-old.
Oh shit!
Have you ever noticed that? You be seeing the pictures, and nigga got the jacket off the shoulder, and he doing his little sassy little Uzi Vert, and like that's the end thing. Even the shoes, like the shoes are like they like big ass shoes, clunky shoes that we used to wear as kids, and that is the thing. I be like,
my feet too big for that. I'm too big for that.
It just look like it just look crazy. It looked like you walking on like the Yellow Pages or something.
Yeah,
man.
But these girls like it though.
I don't like it
because she had a big ass eyelashes on, the caterpillars on.
Man, them don't. I think the worst contribution. I hate this. And my mom, we was talking to my mom on the phone. She was doing her hair, and she was like, "My mom makes more than enough money to take her ass to the beauty salon. Head be looking crazy as hell, and we always be telling her about it. She like, oh, I just ain't got the time. Well, then maybe you should learn how to do your own hair then." And she was like, "Oh, well, maybe I should just get a wig." No, that's not what you're gonna do. That is not what you're gonna do. That is not what you're gonna do. Them lace front wigs, that is the worst thing to have hit. Oh,
hit Central America.
Man, I be looking at this like, oh my God, it's a protective style. What? What are you protecting? What? What are we talking about? Y'all just lazy. Everybody want everything just to be super convenient.
The whole world.
I just throw this on and just go.
Just men and women. Everybody lazy.
Yeah.
No, I take pride in everything. And the thing is, and the one a manipulative part of that is, I ain't got time because I got kids. I ain't got time. I gotta work. I ain't got time. I'm in my bag. I ain't got time. I hate when a woman's my she don't got time to she don't got time to properly work out. She don't got time to properly eat, but she got time to properly be at work for 70 hours a week because she in her bag. Mm-hmm. But she can take off 6. She can go sit on a pillow for 6 weeks because she got a butt done instead of doing squats for 6 weeks.
Bro, when I worked for Delta, there were certain routes that you would get on, like DR and definitely, I think it was Colombia or like down in South America. You would get on there. They would be like 15 wheelchair passengers, all women who got their butts done. Now, when they get their butts done, they sit in the wheelchair and they can't sit down fully though.
Yeah.
Because they can't put pressure on it. So on the plane, when they on the plane, they got to like do weird stuff. They got to like whole flight. Bro, 3-hour flight, they like this. Like they cannot sit down or they turn the other way and sit on their knees. And I'm like, and the ass still look terrible.
Just to come home and make people feel like you're better than them. And just to come home and make niggas act like you doing him a favor.
You ain't up on this.
Yeah.
Bro, I hate it. I'm telling you, I'm just, at this point, I'm just like, if God come and he wrap this up, I ain't even gonna be mad. If he come and just be like, we gonna start over with another iteration of Earth, like, cause y'all just fucked this all up. I'm cool. Cause I don't know. I don't even know where we can go from here. I just don't know. When I was talking to my god brother, I was like, man, I want to have hope for the future. He was like, I ain't got none. I have no hope for the future for y'all. He's married, he got kids, so he's out the game. And he's been that way for a while, but he was just like, man, if I were to date now.
Remember that thing I showed you from like Ply said? Mm-hmm. Remember I told you?
Yep.
But you better go get some. You better go get
sit down
and go take your ass home.
Bro, and what Tammy said,
yeah.
All of that. Yes.
I told you when I said that.
Yes. Bro, I swear to God, I'll be listening to you. I swear to God, I'll be listening because I've been seeing it.
And the crazy thing is, somebody say what I just said. I was like this. I told you.
Every time.
The side chick gonna tell on you.
Bruh.
She building the case.
We live in the world of exposing.
Just to destroy you because she didn't get her way.
She be like.
And then somebody gonna say, you should never had one. And be like this. But the crazy thing about it is because she has manipulated the situation and invested so much in her body, she gonna go get another lame rich nigga to do the same thing. She gonna expose him too.
Her body. Because she gave up her body. Man.
Her body. Oh, I'm smart too. Hey man.
So, trust me. I'm gonna get something to sit down.
Hey. Better go get someone to sit down.
I'm telling you, it's just getting worse and worse. I be seeing girls be like girls can never just take their L's in private. They always got to publicize their L's every time.
To make somebody feel sorry for them.
Every time. You just be like, shut up.
Oh, boy, I can't stand, like, I remember being on social media. I can't stand when you talk to a girl, you a cool girl you kicking it with. Everything y'all got, everything that happens to her that night, she got to tell the social media.
Got to. We don't need to play-by-play. We don't need a rundown of anything. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself.
I like what we had between us. No, you don't.
You sure don't.
If you like, if you like what we had between us,
you will respect it. First off,
you would respect it. It'll be so many boundaries. You will guard it with your life. Yep. Everybody wouldn't know. Just like if you had $1 million, you wouldn't tell nobody if you won the lottery. So fucking with me is like winning the lottery. Mm-hmm. You pinch off what you need, then you don't tell nobody else with nothing else.
I told that to a girl. The other day. I was like, I just looked at her. I was like, you actually fucked around and hit the lottery. Well, now what you do with this money, like what you do with it, either you gonna trick it all off or you gonna cherish it and make the most of it. So I'm not saying that because I think I'm better than or anything like that. I'm just saying that for this individual, you literally can get everything that you want out of life. Everything you say you want out of life, you can get it if you cherish this thing and treat it right. Mm-hmm. And that has been an episode on manipulation, y'all.
Hey man, it's been a pretty good episode.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying. That's
Last
what
note,
she's
you watch Kanye West?
Yeah. Man, I love it. I love to see his journey because I know because we talked about it resonated with you because you were adult when it was like dropping. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I still grew up on it. So just seeing the work he put in, the behind the scenes, and just even the people that doubted him when he was telling when he playing the music and the marketing, like little did they know he was gonna be the person that he is today. I love it.
Like somebody said, well, Dane didn't believe in him. Dane wanted to see him work. You want this?
Show me. Show me. I think, Dame played it. I think Dame played it correct. And hell, got the best performance out of it.
Yeah.
Kanye went harder. Bro, him editing his video at MTV after hours and stuff like that. Like, bro, that's a different level of dedication. That is something different. Not stealing studio time, but borrowing studio time from other artists so they can man. I'm like, it was very, very inspiring. Very much so. I wish I would, we live in an information age, and I wish I would have had this information a little earlier, but it's never too late.
Nah, man, you doing it now.
Yeah. Yeah. Had I known just a little earlier, I think I would have put more into it.
It's happening right where I was supposed to.
You're right.
Because
you're right.
One thing Kanye,
I need to accept that.
One thing happened to Kanye, people don't know is we got to close. You saw they had stopped, and he went to the little stand and got the little magazines, little porn magazines. So when people ask him, people say, why did he like the girls he liked? Amber Rose, Kim K, Julia Fox, the other girl. That's why. Because those girls look like the girls in the magazines that he liked. Now I got $1 billion. Now I can have anyone I want.
Any. Got the pick of the litter.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But anyway, man. Hey, man. Stop the manipulation.
Yep.
Spread the love. I'm the Flash.
Comedian Lonnie.
And we out.
Peace.